Okay, let's get started. It started with the yesterday's assignments. So those who still have a query with yesterday's assignments. So yesterday, what is the assignment we have provided? Let me open. So let's look at the day 3. So it was a comparison, right? And we have given an assignment to get the user ID in the method, compare the value inside the method, and return whether it is an invalid ID or not an invalid ID. Okay. So first thing, if anybody have a query, or if you're not understand the concepts explained so far, first of all, please raise your hand. First, we will clear your queries, then we move on with the new concepts. That is first thing. Second thing, we are going to discuss the answer for yesterday's assignment. Then we go with the new one. Okay. So if anybody have any queries, please raise your hand. If more number of participants raising a hand, I have to create a breakout room. Otherwise, we can address in this session itself. Okay. Ramya. Yes, Ramya. Do you have any query?
Are you asking me, Ashok?
Ramya J.
Ramya, yeah, hi, Ashok.
Yes, Ramya.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Just a moment. Let me give you access.
Okay.
Yes, Ramya, I can see your screen.
See, okay. I'm getting the same issue. Missing return statement required return type feature.
Line number 3. It says line number 3 in area. Scroll up. I think this mentioning line number 3 name area. It says area, but you are checking in Ramya test 2. Look at the class. Here, if you check here, it is mentioning name, right? Name. This mentioning the class name. So the class is this, but you are checking in this one. So check it in the area class. I'm annotating your screen. Is my annotation is visible to you, Ramya? Check this class.
I'm getting it. But I'm in the same class, right?
No, see, the thing is, it says problem. Whatever the screen you have opened, if there is a problem, it is going to rise. If you want to resolve the problem, go to the name mentioned there. But if you don't want to resolve that, you can simply close it out and work it on the current program. It's either way it works. Just close that one. Now you try to execute this problem is not anywhere related to your current program. You can still execute this one. It will work.
Yeah, okay, fine. Now it's okay.
Okay, all right. So let's check. Is there anyone else? Madhivadani? Yes, Madhivadani.
Can I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, please share your screen. Others, please put yourself on mute. Those who join, please put yourself on mute. Makesh, Jairaj.
Sir, what is the mistake I have done? I have in a mistake.
Public string greater value. If P is greater than Q, P is greater. Yes. Return Q is greater. Okay. Okay. Have you saved the class? I still see there is an asterisk symbol in your class. Look at here. There is an asterisk symbol. Save this class. Okay, Papa. Save this class. No. First save the class. I still see the asterisk symbol. It is not getting saved.
Yes, Ashok, actually, instead of greater value, she has to be compared, right? To call the class.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you are talking about anonymous window. I had to check the anonymous window.
Yes.
Just checking step by step.
Sorry.
Okay. Is that class saved, Madhivadani?
Sir,
It is not getting saved. Seems like you're already having another class in the same name. So let's check it out. Okay. Now to everyone, how to find a resource inside the developer console. Suppose if I want to check, is there any other class which is available in the developer console? What is the shortcut to check the available resource?
File open.
Sorry?
There is a file open.
File open. Shortcut. I'm asking for.
Control.
Okay, the shortcut is Control Shift O.
Control Shift O.
Click on that Control Shift O, Madhivadani. Madhivadani?
yes, I'm there. Control
Click
Shift
O.
O.
Yes.
Nothing happened.
Control plus O.
Give me your. So please accept my request. Okay. Let me close this. You see, if I press Control Shift O, it is opening a resource and you can find the shortcut here. So why we need this? This is a wildcard search. You can, by typing here, like double asterisk, within the asterisk, if you type anything, it is going to bring the files here. I see compare APX. I think this is the only class you are having. Okay, let's close all the tab. So what is the shortcut to close all the tab? Anyone? All the tab.
Control Shift
slash.
Control Shift
Control
slash
Alt,
or Control Alt
Alt
slash.
Alt.
Control Alt.
Let me try this. Yes. Or you want to close? Yes. Okay, that Control Alt slash. So guys, if you're wondering about the shortcuts, you can find the shortcuts here. Okay. So here now let's open Control Shift O. Let me open compare. I think the class is not saved yet properly. That's why it still shows here.
Sir, there was a problem in the class. It was showing before, but now after closing the tab, it is not showing.
That's what. So do one thing, Madhivadani. Just write the class here. Okay.
Okay.
And try it again. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you find such difficulty, take the backup and also close all the tab or close the developer console. Give a try. But actually, there was other error in your anonymous window. You didn't initialize the class, I guess. But anyway, give a try and let me know. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So let's discuss the solutions. Okay. Is there anyone who completed the previous day assignment would like to review now? Just raise your hand so that I can ask you to share your screen to review your work. Asha G. Okay, Munishwaran. Yes, Munishwaran. I go with Munishwaran. Guys, other guys, I will give you opportunity. Munishwaran, you can share your screen.
Okay.
To open the user ID use case. Condition check. Okay, this is
Just a minute.
This is the first one. Okay. So open your anonymous window. So here you have created a class and you have created a method and passing a 2 string value, user ID and password. But actually the logic is wrong here. You are comparing the user ID against the password. So this is not the implementation. You should have a user ID which is already defined here. Let me rephrase this class. Just give me an access.
இங்க எல்லாரும் இப்ப கொடுத்திருந்தாங்களா string equal to அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கொடுத்திருந்தாங்களா அந்த மாதிரியா ப்ரோ?
Okay, just give me an access. Let me close it out. Okay, so the thing is, you should have a default or some user ID already. So let me create a variable called UI user ID. Okay, the user ID itself AJSD. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the public variable. So you are going to pass only one parameter now, because we are going to pass only user ID, and we are going to check whether the user ID is same as the UI ID.
Okay.
So if the user ID which you are passing is same as this user ID, UID, it is going to return login successfully, otherwise login failed. But the expectation is, as per your requirement, it is
User ID and password.
User ID and password. Let me check what is the requirement I have given. Just a moment. What is the exact requirement?
bro.
The document entity. Okay, I think I'm navigating. Okay, you can please go to the developer console itself. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so let's save this now. It's getting saved. Let's go to your anonymous window. In your anonymous window, first you are declaring a string because you want to display an output. Second thing is you are initializing the class. Okay, next you are comparing Raja versus, because we are not going to pass the password as of now. We are just passing an user ID. The first thing is you are passing a value called Raja. Let's see what is the response you are getting.
இது execute highlighter.
Okay, sorry. The debug only we are getting, the login is failed. Why the login is get failed? Because I have given an input called AJSD, but when I passing the value called Raja, it is not accepting. So again, let me pass AJSD now and try to execute this. Execute highlight. Now this has accepted. Okay, so guys, this is the output for yesterday's assignment. So let me share this. Okay, let me share this. I'm not able. Could you please share the screenshot in this group, Munishwaran?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so I think this is what the last assignment we have provided. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let's go with the today's topic. Is my screen visible, everyone? So yesterday we have seen comparison by using an operator called double equal. Okay, and today we are going, and also today we are going to see some other operators. Maybe you can call this as logical operators. Yesterday we have seen relational operators, relational operators in the sense double equal to, greater than, lesser than, and you can still use not equal to. We will see those things later. So yesterday we have seen relational operators, and today we are going to see logical operators. So before we move on to the logical operators, if you are is anybody completely new to logical thing, right? This is for you. Please listen carefully. If you are completely new to IT or completely new to these things. Ashok, this is the very first time I'm hearing about logics and all. Please listen this carefully. When it comes to the logic, you see there are 3 types of logical operators comes in it. So logical operators. What are the logical operators I say? It is and, or, not. Okay. So this is a universal logical operators. You can find this thing anywhere. Here we are going to use the symbol represent and, double ampersand, or, and not. Okay, these are the symbols represent the logical operators. Clear? Okay, first we'll check and. So what is and? And is going to and will help us to compare two value and give the result. And you can also say this is going to return a Boolean. Here comes a new concept called Boolean. We are going to come across. Boolean is nothing but either it is going to be true or false. So and operator will help us to identify, compare the two values and return the Boolean. I show you how. Assume that I'm having a value called X and I'm having a value called Y, and this is result. I tell you how the and works. Suppose X has a value output of true and Y has a value output of true. Operator result. Okay, if it is a and operator, maybe let me put operator here. Operator Y. If it is a and operator and value of X and Y. So I'm going to use this operator to compare the value between these two things. This operator I'm going to use just to compare the values. But what is the actual value, which is X, and I have the actual another value called Y. If X is true and Y also true, this is going to return me a statement called true. This is just a logic. This is how and works. Okay, please listen carefully, and if you don't understand anywhere, you can stop me and you can ask queries then and then. Similarly, if X is returning true and Y is returning false statement, this is going to return a false. And also, if X is return, if X on the same way, if this is false and this is true, this is also going to return a false one. Suppose if both are false, it is going to return false. Ashok, I'm not able to understand it clearly. Could you please more deeper? Yes, we'll go more deeper and see how it works in a logical way. Now, let's go to this console. Let me go to my console. So here, let me declare integer. Okay, not integer. As I told, we are introducing a new data type called Boolean. So Boolean, if it is a Boolean, you cannot assign value like this, x equal to 12 or z. If you execute, it says illegal assignment from integer to Boolean. I'm trying to assign integer to a Boolean. So what I have to do, Boolean is nothing but either you can give a value called true or you can give a value called false. What is this true or false, Ashok? I let you know. So let me declare a Boolean called result. Okay. Integer x equal to 10, integer y equal to 10. I'm comparing two things. If x equal to y, so if this is true, this statement is going to work, correct? If this is false, this statement is going to work. So here within this, I'm assign a value called true. Here I'm assigning a value called false. And I'm going to system.debug. Let's check the
False
result.
mistake ಆಗ್ತದೆ at one.
Okay. So now, if you look at here, I'm declared this as a Boolean, and I have two integer I have declared. Here I'm comparing the value. So while comparing the value, if this is true, I'm going to assign the value as true. And if this is false, I'm going to assign a value as false. Now let's execute. It says the result is true because instead of here in result, you cannot, please don't, most of the people do like this. I'm going to use this as a string. If you try to assign a string to Boolean, you will get the same error, illegal assignment from string to Boolean. Okay, so Boolean is something, either it is going to assign, either it is going to accept true or false. Any queries so far in this program? We have just seen what is Boolean, how Boolean works, and how you can get value in Boolean. Any queries, anyone? So just quickly try this, guys. Okay, we have, it's 9:25, right?
Bro.
Okay, one important thing, this is for everyone. Apex is not a case sensitive. Okay, you can use anything. Apex is not a case sensitive program. You can use uppercase, lowercase, not an issue. Unless or until if you mention string, there are still, if you want to use string with a case sensitive, there is an option called case sensitive that we will learn later. As of now, you will have an understanding like Apex is not a case sensitive program. Okay, let me put here. So I have shared the script in the WhatsApp group. Please give a try. Now it is 9:25. I give you another 5 minutes to practice this and come back because we have many things to cover. Give a try, team. In the meantime, let me prepare your notes here. Logical operators and or not. And we are actually checking today this Boolean, the concept Boolean. Please mention in chat once you have completed. More number of response we received, we will move on. Boolean. Okay, today we have seen Boolean. Next, we have to see logic. But 1 minute more, guys. So any questions so far in the Boolean? Most of the time you will be using Boolean when you are going to work on Apex, because this is even though it looks like very simple, right? You will be working on this most of the time. Once you, especially during your integrations, and also you will be working on LWC component. You will be working on this Boolean, returning the true or false. It will act like a checkbox. In checkbox, you see unchecked, checked, right? The same way, this true or false is going to be there. Cool. Okay. Now, listen. Please look at my screen. So what we have seen so far, we are learning about AND operator, right? As per the AND operator, what I have given here, if the first value is true and second value is true, the result is going to be true. If the first value is, so now we are going to check how AND work using the same example. Let's follow up with me. So I have x equal to 10, y equal to 10. Let me use integer. And z equal to okay. So let me use another one called 25, and I have 12. Sorry, guys. So x equal to 10, y equal to 12, and z equal to 5. We are going to compare the value now. So here, the first one, I'm going to compare whether x is greater than or y. It is going to check whether x is greater than, okay, let's go with the positive one first. It will check x is less than or y. Then I'm going to use the same AND operator. This is a statement, okay? And that is another statement. Let me rephrase this to avoid confusion. Instead of x, statement 1, statement 2. Okay, now you will understand. So here, this is a statement 1, and I'm going to check another statement, x less than z. Look at the value. This is 10. As per this one, this is a true statement. And look at this statement. X is less than z. This both are true. Then obviously I have to print the result as true. Suppose if I change the value, to 100, this will result to false. Let's see whether this works as per the chart we have given. Look at the chart we have created here. If it is a true statement and true statement, this is going to return as a result as true. Okay, so let's check how it works. Let me execute. Unexpected token is set. Okay. It says the result is true because statement 1, statement 2, if it is and, this is going to return a true. As per this, true, true, this is going to return true. Suppose, let me try a false statement and a true statement. See what comes here. In order to make this as a false statement, let it be 100. Let this be 250. So 100, whether less than 12, it's a false one. Obviously, this will return a false. Whereas 100 less than 250, this is going to be a true, right? Now, give a try. Now we are checking for this one, true and false and true statement. What is going to return? Here, it is returning false. The same way you can work on other ways. Let's try with both false statement. Yes, x is greater than y and greater than z as well. This is going to return a false statement. Okay, so and is work in this way. Only when the result is going to be true, only both statements are going to be true, the result is going to be true. Otherwise, the result is not going to be a true one. The same way, if you're going for an OR, okay, let's check an OR statement here. The operator for OR is this. So if I have a true statement, statement 1 is true, and statement 2 also true, this is result is going to be true. Statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. If any one of the statement is true, this is going to return a true value. Similarly, if any one of the statement is true, this is going to return a true value. Only when it is going to return a false. When both the statement are going to be false, this is going to return a false. We can also check this with the same example. Let's go. Instead of this, replace this with OR condition. Now, x is lesser than y. Now tell me, will this true or false as per this input?
False.
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 Okay. How about this one?
True.
True.
X is less than z. How about this one?
False.
So both criteria is false, correct?
False.
As per or false and false, it should return false.
False.
Let's execute. It's returning false. The same way, let it be a 10 one or 10 or 100. So now tell me, what is the first statement? True or false?
False.
100 less than 12.
False.
False.
Okay. What about the second statement? 100 less than 250.
True.
True.
So false and true. Then what would be the result? False and true as per OR statement.
True.
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 False and true. This should return true. Let's check. Yes, it is returning true. So that's it. So this is how the OR statement works. Okay. So let me help you with this. This is for true or false, and this is for the AND or statement. Okay. All right. Now, here we are going to give a try with another one statement called not. So not is nothing but it's a kind of an invert. If you give true, it is going to return a false. If it is false, it is going to return a true one. That's it. So you have a statement. You're having a statement and you are having an operator. Mostly we add this operator here and we have the statement here. Suppose the operator is nothing but not. If it is true, the result is going to be false. Suppose you have an operator and you are passing a value called true. This will invert the value. Whatever the value you give, it will invert. Maybe let me put it in the same way you have seen so that it will be easier for you to observe. So I pass a true statement and I use the operator. This will return a false. In the same way, if I use a false statement and I use this operator, this will return a true value. This is how the not works, guys. So let's give a try for not. Not. You see the result are true here. So let me try to pass. The statement is true, but if I use an operator called not, this will become not equal to. So let me, instead of this, let me try with this. Okay, here I have a statement and I have another statement. Okay, so let me invert this statement. Let me invert this statement with a symbol called not. So now you take a look into this. I have a x is 100 and y is 12. As per this statement, x is less than y. What is the value I will be getting?
False. False one.
Only this is, I am going to get, this is false, right? Because s is greater than 12. Okay. Again, just take only this part. X is less than z. What is x? 100 and z is 250. What I will be getting?
True.
So this is nothing but a true. But since I'm using not here, what will happen? This entire statement, now it will become false. You got it? Any confusion? Any questions? This x less than z is true. Since I'm using not here, it will invert this to false. Yes, please.
Can you execute this actually?
I'm going to execute, don't worry. But so far, any queries, others? Okay. So now, as per this, false. Let me clear everything. So as per this, we have false and false statement, and there is another false statement. For false or false, it should return a false. Let's use this. Let's execute this one. No. So let's see what is the debug value we are getting. So false and false, that returns here a false statement. Whereas if I remove this not, okay, if I remove this not and try to execute, I'm getting a true value. Do you get the point how not works? It just invert whatever the result comes, right? It will change the result to exact opposite. That's how the not works. Any questions regarding this not? Anyone? Check. As I told you earlier, even though it looks like very simple, okay, This is the one you're
Ashok,
going to
I have
use in predominantly in all the programming. I want you all to give a try and
Keshav.
or not. Okay, with the same statements I have given. Let me share the Excel
Ashok,
sheet
I have
also
a doubt.
here. Yes, yes, please.
Can you please share that screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. You want to go to the developer console?
The developer console is.
Okay, just a moment. Others, if you don't have any questions, please check the screenshots I have posted in the group. You start, practice this one and let me know if you are facing any issues. Yes, please. Hello,
Yes.
Ramya.
Yes, Ashok, can you
Yes,
share the
Ramya.
screen? Developer console screen.
I'm sharing the developer console screen. Ramya.
Okay. In that statement, you have added both the not as well as the or actually.
Sorry, I'm not getting your point. What is that? Ramya?
Yes, sir. So,
Ramya,
hello?
your voice is breaking, Ramya. I'm not able to understand your query. Please come again. Ramya? Okay, others, if you don't have any questions, please go
Ashok, one
ahead and
second.
practice this one. If any others have questions, please raise your hand. I can clarify one by one. Others, please give a try. I have shared the scripts in the WhatsApp group itself. You can take the WhatsApp group and you can practice this, see how it works. Don't think like this is a very small
Ashok?
one. Why should I give a try? Only if
One
you give a
second.
try, you will come to know what is going. Yes, Ramya. Your voice is breaking, Ramya. I'm not able to hear you properly.
Can you hear now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. In the if statement, if x is less than y, you have used both the operators actually, both or and not.
Yes, correct. We are using or and not.
But we are checking only the or operator, right?
Only or operator. Sorry, I don't understand. What is only or operator? See, how I tell you how the compiler works so that it will be easy for you to understand. See, the compiler first check, it is going to check this statement. The first statement alone, it is going to check. Just a moment. So the compiler first going to check this statement. This is a separate statement and this is a separate statement. Don't confuse about the operator. As long as the operator is this. First, it will check x is less than or y. Even if you look at that x less than y, in between x and y, there is another operator is there, right? So if you look at that, you close to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 operators are in this one statement itself. So compiler first check x less than or y, and it will consider the second one all together as a one single statement. Is that clear? You can still use like this.
Yes,
Ramya?
I got it.
Okay. Okay, others, anybody have any questions? Please give a try, team. So if you have any questions, you can ask here. We are 9:48. So give a try this for another 10 minutes. Sorry, another 5 minutes. You don't have to try all the statements. Just give a try at least any one and or not. We'll get back with the another concepts now. Okay. In the meantime, if anybody have any questions, you can raise your hand and we'll go from there. Okay. So anybody still need time? I think we have received response from many. So guys, if you're in the middle of practicing, no worries. It's a very simple program only. You can practice after the session and you can post it in the group and you can get clarified from the community. So please look into my screen. Let's go to the next concepts. The concept is very simple. We are going to do a quick activity here. So I'm declaring a variable called x, which is equal to 12. Again, integer y equal to 15, integer z equal to 20. So out of these, right, I'm going to compare and find which is greater, which is smaller. I'm not going to do the entire program. I'm just going to start here, but you are the one going to do this. So if x is greater than y and x is greater than z, obviously what? X is greater. So I'm comparing two statements, and if it's so, I'm going to print system.debug x is greater. Okay. So I'm just comparing two value and I'm going to return which is greater here. Execute. So this results in actual. Why I'm not getting. Okay, it's a false statement. Okay. All right. So this is not a one. So let me try this now. So check the debug only. So this is returning x is greater because this is a true statement, true and true, it is going to return. So else, suppose if it is not so, it is, then it is say x is not greater. The same way, if I try to execute, x is not greater, correct? Because false and false return a false statement. So this is how the AND works here. So this is a starting point of this program. But what I want you to do, so let me give you the activity for today. The activity is, okay, I hope my screen is visible to everyone. The task, let me put the task here. The task is pass three variable. Okay, pass three values to a method and find the biggest and the smallest and return the same as string. You have to return like you have to return example, you have to return like this. 23 is smallest, 34 is the biggest. Okay, is the requirement is clear? The first thing is you're going to pass a three value to a method in a class. You're going to compare all the three value and you're going to return which is bigger and which is smaller. So this is the task one. And second task. The second task is it's a continuation of the previous one. Pass the user ID and password and return like this. I want you to say these. I want you to come up with these list of things. User ID is wrong. If only user ID is wrong, but password is correct. Similarly, user ID is correct, but password is wrong. Likewise, other comparison. What are the other comparison? Login successful. Login successful when both are correct. Unsuccessful and says both are incorrect. Okay, you're going to compare these and you're going to come up with these things. So these are the two assignments you're going to do. So, but still, if you're having a time, you can try this, a typical ATM assignment. ATM assignment, I want you to have methods called this. First deposit. Just a moment. Deposit. There is a method, create a class and method as follows. Method says the first method, deposit. Deposit should you can deposit number. Say for example, you're calling this method called a deposit with 1000. Okay. Deposit, call the method 1000 and print the balance. The balance should have what you have deposited. If say for example, if you're depositing, you're calling the method called deposit with 1000. The balance, the moment you print the balance, right, it should say 1000. Similarly, withdraw. If you call the method called withdraw with some number 200 or 300 out of the 1000, the balance should subtracted and print the balance. And similarly, if you are trying to withdraw the amount which is higher than that of the balance, it should say insufficient balance. Okay. And similarly, what else you can do? You can also try whatever you feel that as an ATM you can do part of by using Apex. Feel free to try the same. These are the 3 tasks I want you to try even now or after the session, and start post it in the group. If you find any difficulty, just tag me and ask. But if you have completed, right, you can say you have completed. Just don't post the screenshots in the group, guys, without any tag. I'm not able to understand for what purpose you are posting. Okay. You can say it is completed or I'm facing the error. Likewise, mention in the caption and post so that it would be easy for me to address the errors first. Then the completion I can check at my convenient times to let you all know. Any questions in the task? Don't worry, I will neatly format this document and I will give it to you. All the days videos will be available in this folder. Don't worry, not all the videos are going to be available in the YouTube. From today onwards, you will see the recordings directly in the folder itself. Okay. Any questions in this requirement? Anybody have any questions?
Once again, the ATM மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க bro.
ATM வந்து ஒண்ணும் இல்லைங்க, நீங்க deposit கால் பண்ண போறீங்க. If you're calling deposit with 1000 and print the balance should say 1000. Similarly, now if I withdraw, right? Now if I withdraw, so now if I withdraw 500 out of this, now if I print the balance should say 500. Adhe mari, suppose if I again call the withdraw, I try to withdraw 5,000. Okay, it should display insufficient balance. ATM இப்படிதான work ஆகும். This is how the ATM works, right? Clear? Any questions?
Clear.
Okay, those who don't have any questions, feel free to drop off and you can try it out and put it in the group. If anybody have any questions from the previous sessions, previous class, Ashok, I still have a doubt with the day 1, day 2, or I have other difficulties, I will stay back for another 5 minutes. You can raise your hand one by one. We will discuss if you having any questions or concerns difficulties with the first 2, 3, 4 class. This is a class for absolute beginners. So don't hesitate to ask. Doubt இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அமைதியாவே இருக்காதீங்க. This is the place where you can get it, clarify your small thing and you can get it resolved. Okay. All right. I just simply raise your hand, guys. I try my best to assist you and I go as much as deeper to explain you in depth. Ananta Kumari. Yes, Ananta Kumari.
Sorry, Ashok, can you just put that task in that group, please? WhatsApp group.
You should have access to the entire folder, Shivakumar. If you look at this, this is the folder, right? I have posted the link on the other day. Maybe I can share this. Let me check. I have already shared this link in the group. If nobody have access to these folders, you can still check with the support team. You can write to support@AJSD.com and you can get. Okay, all the workshops will be available here.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. So Ananta Kumari.
Yes, Ashok, I share my screen 1 minute.
Okay. Let me stop share my.
Okay. See, in anonymous windows, in first day I created the rectangle formulas that and all, right? So see, I created. Once you close the tab, means is anonymous windows that everything it will be deleted. I have doubt.
Yes, anonymous window is a temporary folder. That's why in the day one itself, in the last time I have told, use Notepad.
Notepad I used. So every day I save and then I save it in the Notepad.
Correct.
Okay. And one more doubt. Today you explain not concept, right? It's not concept. It's very important. Every day we are using, because of the not concept. We are changing that symbol, right? It is. It is very. You told Boolean is very important, right?
Yes. Boolean is very important. That is a switch for everything. Control for everything.
So instead of not concept, we are using that symbol. Change that symbol also we are using, right?
Which symbol?
Is suppose greater than symbol we are using. Using the not x greater than y. So instead of that, we are using x less than y, right?
That depends on whatever you see.
Like okay.
So it's up to you. Like either you use it directly or you want to use in an invert way.
Okay.
Depends on the situation that you can change it.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, guys. If you have any questions, raise hand in the Zoom chat so that I will call your name and we can discuss. Dawood. Yes, Dawood.
Guys, hello, Guru.
Hello, Guru.
Yeah, I'm dropping and thank you.
Yeah, Guru. Thank you. And Suganya and Guru, feel free to drop off by 10 itself. Okay, you don't have to stay back. Okay, I understand. Please. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah,
thank you, Suganya. Yes, Dawood.
Shall I share my screen, Ashok?
Yes, please.
Is this visible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm having one doubt in this class, public class compare the string comparison, login successful and user ID is invalid. In this, I am not getting any error, but I'm facing. This is a invalid username, right? I have declared a user ID is Ashik, but I'm giving as a alone. It should tell me as a invalid user, but it's showing login successful.
Check the line number 4. Okay, semicolon. Okay, go to your script. Better close all the windows in your tab and keep open only the active one which you are using. And please close the Notepad++. Move the anonymous window. Hold on. Okay, you are sending a, if you are sending a, which is a user ID, but the user ID is Ashik, and you are sending the password. Okay, see, the thing is, you are using the same variable name within the method, and also you are having in the global method. Obviously, that will create a confusion every time. Always better change the variable name accordingly. Don't use the same variable in all the area. Do one thing. Wherever you are using user ID in the method, which is an input user ID, right?
Yeah.
Just add a suffix called in all the input user ID. Whatever the value you are passing from the execute anonymous window to the class, rename the user ID to input user ID. Do that now.
You're spelling right
just
here,
add
right?
in. Just add in the prefix. One that would also, but always better give a proper naming convention.
Sure.
That will avoid most of the.
I got it. Just for now checking purpose.
And password as well. Change. Okay, do one thing. Change the variable name of the value you are passing, and change the script accordingly. Then give a try and let me know. Okay. I will. In the meantime, I will check others.
Ashok, your voice is breaking.
Am I audible now? Ashik?
Sure. I will do that. Yeah, sure. I will do that and let me know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
others,
thanks.
Any questions, others?
No.
Okay, all right, guys. We are winding up here. Please try all these examples given. And today's video will be uploaded in tomorrow morning itself. I hope so. Once the team get back, they will do that. Thanks for joining, and keep share your feedback as well. And I badly look for such feedback, like I'm going slow, going speed. So post your feedback in the group itself, so that I can also alter my approach according to you. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum, and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018, and we have trained and guided 2,000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section, where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on Contact Us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.